Hungary, a nation that got punished the most after World War I and lost a lot of its territory. But today, as Hungary, Sir Nicholas Horthy, I seek to reclaim those lost territories and proclaim the greatest Hungary in Hearts of Iron 4. So first, speaking of the army, I'm just gonna park them in Budapest and then just have them chill. Focuses, I'm just gonna do industrial stuff, so like research, I'm going to get production, and construction, engineering, basics. And then I want to build military factories in North Transdanubia, followed up with two civs in South Transdanubia. And then I want to allocate the rest of the production on guns, and turning every single of my division into infantry. And now I have avoided interventionist destabilization. I am now going to reintegrate the Imperial Railroads just to get me some infrastructure, and then of course unlock some more industrial focuses. Fine, and focuses, I am now going to expand the Gans Movex so that I could get another civilian factory, plus a little bit of steel. Alright, so expand the Gans Movex is done. I'm now going to promote increased urbanization so that I can get one more civilian factory and make Budapest more of a city instead of just, farms. Alright, and now increased urbanization has been promoted. I'm now going to continue the Regency. Because in order to make a greater Hungary, we of course need to continue the Regency and of course make Horthy the undisputed leader or regent of Hungary. Alright, and now the Regency has been continued. I'm now going to reinforce Nicholas Horthy's reign over the country. Now we have reinforced Horthy's reign, so time for me to now pass a statute to actually add power to the region. Plus I'd also unlock an advisor that gives a lot of stability. And the death of Prime Minister Gyola Gombos. So I click the decision to integrate the MOV. Alright, and now after passing that statute, I'm now going to hire Her Serene Highness, and then I'm going to get a Field Marshal, Ivan Hindi. And focuses, I'm now going to restrict voting rights. Now it is time for me to now utilize the National Unity Party and get rid of every single socialist party known to man. Now we have utilized the National Unity Party, so I'm now going to get parties of Hungarian life and renewal, so I can make my region a bit more powerful. Alright, now parties of Hungarian life and renewal is done. I'm now going to outlaw the party of national will. Get me some stability, and then of course get rid of some communism and fascism support. And then focuses, I'm now going to spur on the Trianon trauma and make sure that a huge wave of nationalism, or of Hungarian nationalism, comes so then we can liberate all of our rightful Hungarian lands. Alright, and now it is time for me to get rid of the Treaty of Trianon once and for all. Alright, and now the Treaty of Trianon has been renounced. I'm now going to get the Act of Defense, and now I could finally get an army chief, and then of course mobilize my economy up to partial mob. Alright, and now the Act of Defense is done, and now I'm going to promote Hungarianism. And now look at that, and now Iran's in a communist civil war? That's something. And look at that, and now Britain's a monarchy. Also fun. Alright, now Hungarianism has been promoted. I am now going to reaffirm territorial claims. And then of course claim my rightful Hungarian territory. Now territorial claims have been reaffirmed. And I'm not going to start demanding territory like Southern Slovakia. Alright, and good. And now Czechoslovakia returns Slovakia, and I'm going to demand Slovakian integration. And 9 times out of 10, Czechia will say no. And I'm hoping that they say no, so then I could go invade them and puppet them. Well, not really puppet them. I'm just going to take my lands and then leave them as an independent state somewhere. Because then if I have Czechia as a puppet, and then if they refuse Sudetenland, then Germany's going to declare war on me. So, how about no? I'm time to now make some better artillery. Some competent firing artillery. I'm time to now see what the Czechoslovakians say. And then speaking of that, I'm going to start improving relations with Germany just because I want to actually join their faction. And then of course become better friends with them. And now look at that. And now Slovakia's mine. Now it is time for me to now reintegrate Slovakia. And then after that I'm going to rush down to joining the Axis. So then when I go conquer other people or other nations, it's going to be way easier for me. Now seek German contracts is done. I'm now going to invite German investors, and then after that I'm going to put some more production onto guns. Now it's time for me to now get a joint aluminum mining company, and then after that I'm going to join the Great Axis and go help the Germans with France and Czechia. And then after that, they're gonna help me with my wars against Yugoslavia and Romania. Alright, and now it is time for me to join the Axis and go help Germany deal with France, Denmark, Czechia, and Lithuania all at the same time. And now let's see what Germany says. Come on, say yes. Come on. I'm your best friend now.
Yay!
So now it's time for you to join the war and go kick Czechia's ass. Alright, focus is I'm going to demand Transylvania. And let's see what the Romanians say about it. I wouldn't be surprised if they say no, but then that means they're gonna get destroyed, so whatever. Alright, come on. All I just need is Brno. All I just need is Oh, wait, I thought I was at war with Romania for a second. I was scared. I don't know. There goes Czechia. Really? Not yet? Oh my god, it's because they haven't taken over Sudeten pockets yet. Not yet. Alright, time to now improve my support weapon so that I could actually go. And why is my field marshal saying, no, we cannot push? I don't care. Push. Oh, I'm pretty sure it's because we got 0 org. Oh, wait, no. I thought that was Czechia that capitulated. Alright, so I'm gonna cut off the light tanks or the main infantry. And then after that, I'm gonna attack Znojmo. Now it is time for me to now take Budigenland back. Alright, now it's time to go take Ostrava. Now Czechia is gone, and time for me to now put my troops on Romania immediately. Since I know the Romanians will not surrender without a fight, Germany. Wait, Britain's in our faction? Yo, we're stacked now. Really? Romania? What the hell is wrong? Bro, they're in the Russian faction. Oh. So you know what? Time to now go invade the Yugoslavian state. Alright, time to now reintegrate Transylvanian territory, I guess. And then after that, justify a war goal for Banat. Since like this is just gonna take, or actually no, I'm going to demand the Vojvodina first, and then I'm gonna demand Budigenland as a little side focus. Really? Come on, Yugoslavia, say no. Seriously? What the hell? Why is everybody saying yes to my demands, but still? Yugoslavia has Croatia. I'm not letting them go. If they still have Croatia, I'm still taking Croatia. What do I do now in this tactical situation? So I'm gonna help the Germans wipe out Denmark while I'm just like, still chilling for now. And maybe I could drop a naval invasion plan. Oh wait, no, but the thing is, I don't got a navy, do I? I definitely have a strong army, that's for sure. A little bit of a force attack. And then after that, just punch the hell out of Denmark. Alright, and now it's time for me to fully take northern Denmark away from Denmark. Look at that. And now Poland says no. Wow, Poland. Tuet is brave. You are brave, man. And you know what? Since Poland's communist, I gotta wipe them out. I have to cause the white terror on them like I did in 1920. I'm also not gonna make better guns. Put that into production, maybe perhaps some motorized. Get my supply going. Because I'm pretty sure the Germans can finish the job in Denmark because Denmark looks already destroyed. Wow. Oh, seriously? Well, the Maginot Line's not that fortified, but, well, it doesn't have a lot of troops, but forts.
Kiss!
And actually, I'm just gonna set up my troops on Romania and Yugoslavia because I'm actually gonna be getting into a war with the Soviet Union if I kill Yugoslavia, because Yugoslavia is guaranteed by Romania, who's in the Russian faction. It's gonna be something fun. So I'm gonna immediately create a spy agency, so then I could actually get a spy slot and start making collabs immediately, because I'm not walking through the Urals just so I could win the stupid war for Romania. Should I proclaim Greater Hungary? No. Announce the Gyori program. And Germany says no, but we're in the same faction, so we're brothers, so it doesn't matter. Alright, so I guess I could build some infrastructure in Transylvania so then I could exploit their steel, I guess. Plus, I'm also training up some more divisions so then I could actually pulverize both Romania and Yugoslavia all at the same time, because I don't know how I'm going to be able to kill France or with Belgium. But then that means a war with Italy. Holy crap, bro. So in order to realize Horthy's ambitions, I have to declare... Oh, you know what? Change of plans? I'm going to help Germany with Belgium. Alright, it's time to now start spam upgrading my spy agency now. Ooh, troops be looking mad unorganized. Oh, it's on a fort, bro. Like, let's be realistic. It's on a stupid fort. Why are they moving? Like, isn't there railways? Oh my god, but they're disjointed, that's why. I look at that, and now we're at war with the Netherlands. So now, Jesus, bro. At this point, Germany is declaring war on everyone just so we could get rid of France, which is kind of valid because France has that stupid Maginot Line, which is annoying. And now we're at war with Italy? Bro, I feel like we're at war with everyone, but whatever. Commence the offensive. Commence the offensive. Let's go wipe out Netherlands first, then Belgium, then France. And then after that, go kill Italy, and then, wow. Yugoslavia is in a civil war, which means that if these guys win, and I hope they do, that means I can kill them without any guarantee, which that means that I won't risk a war with Russia. Good, and now Netherlands is gone, and time to now get my spy agency going. Alright, and I'm gonna try to march into Antwerpen. Come on, march. Belgium's gone. And now it's time for me to begin the last push into France. And then after that, get rid of their incompetent baguette-eating state. And Italy's kind of killing us right now. So after France, I gotta go wipe out Italy and their pizza-eating country. Also now going to make better anti-air and then put some more factories on guns. And now France is in a civil war with the fascists. That's something. Alright, so now it's time for me to now expand the Hungarian Academy of Sciences. It's gonna be some. Give me a research slot. Alright, and now Paris has been taken, and now it's only inevitable that France will capitulate. It is now only inevitable. No, but France doesn't have disjointed government. Oh no, that means that we're gonna have to do some stupid campaign. It's gonna be a little annoying, but like the French army is just pretty much crippled now, especially with the Civil War, like stealing like half of their divisions. So I'm not really worried, but still, it's gonna be a little bit more annoying to capitulate France. Because normally on this historical, you just take Paris and then they're just gone. But this is non-historical, so now let's keep it pushing. Look at these French. Look at the French communists getting destroyed by none other than Horthy and the Nation Française, or by the French nation. And France is gone, but they're still alive somehow. Denmark's a major. Alright then, send these troops to cross the damn strait. Alright, so now it's time for me to send the troops to cross the strait. Cross the Danish belts. Wait, are we at war with Spain also? Oh, Spain? I guess let's go kill Spain. Jesus Christ, bro. I feel like we're at war with everyone right now. Alright, so first I'm gonna join all wars. Every single war. And then after that I'm gonna send my troops and go kill España. I'm at war with Romania? Why am I at war with everyone? What the hell? Alright, so you know what? Now I need to go liberate my own self now. Send the troops and set up a river fallback line on this major river right here. So it's gonna look something like this. So it's gonna be right on the river. Go, now, go. Railroad your asses there before the Romanian Soviet onslaught comes running in. Yeah, whatever, I could go declare war on them later, but I did not know that that would cause me to join the war against Romania. I'll deal with it since I chose to join it, fine. And the Soviets are gonna be really hitting me now. What the hell? Why would I become a puppet of Germany? What the hell? What? Alright, but come on, Hitler. Come on, man. Let's be realistic here. Horthy's your friend, not your little stupid-ass puppet that you control all the time. Nah, that's just not it, bro. That's just not it. Alright, I feel like I should send my troops onto the main border now since really nothing's happening. If I can gain the initiative by keeping as much land as possible, that's gonna be the best thing. I'm also not gonna motorize my supply. Ooh, let's see if I can do something about Yugoslavia, and I cannot. Ooh, I see encirclements. Look at that, so now the Romanians are gonna try to get their crap back. Well, that's something. Alright, so you know what? Alright, so you know, I'm gonna do a full-on mass assault on these troops using force attack. And yep, and now here comes all the Soviet reinforcements. Alright, it's time to now become Spy Master. And then, I don't know. Proclaim Greater Hungary? No. Oh, actually, get some steelworks. Come on, Nation Française. Yeah, bro, you have a crap ton of industry. Use your industry to make very bad troops. I might be able to win that tile. No guarantees, though. So, you know, so since nothing's really happening in this front, I'm going to just half of these divisions, or maybe just something like this. And then after that, the rest of these divisions will go to Spain or Denmark, because then I can go capitulate France. And speaking of the rest of the divisions, they're just gonna also chill on the Soviet-Romanian border. Just so I could actually competently guard it without much land lost. And now the Soviets are really gonna try to hit me now. But if I can just go break Denmark. If I can kill Denmark and Spain, I feel like this front is gonna be a little bit less annoying to deal with. Sushi. Alright, research. I don't know what to do for research. Maybe better construction, because I like building stuff. Alright, now my troops is here. I'm not going to just have them reorganize and chill, and then after that, I'm gonna punch into Odense. Or Odense, whatever. I don't know how you pronounce it. Or I could train some Marines, and then have it go that way. You know, how about no? See, it's the naval penalty. It's not bad. I thought it would be worse. Come on, just shove them out of Odense. Wait, I can shove them out of here, which means that wait, no, but then I'm gonna still have to shove them out of Odense. Except this time on two-pronged attack. Shove them out, just slowly. And now we're not going to. Alright, so Denmark seems like a lost cause. I'd rather send my troops to France and Spain, where everything's looking like a little bit of a damn disaster. Alright, speaking of Romania, Russia, whatever the hell this thing is, I'm getting destroyed. Just because of the influx of so many Russians. There's so many Russians, and my troops just can't shoot all of them down. I'm having to now get my spy, my second spy, put her in Minsk, and then hopefully get a first collab going. Since I'm not fighting Russia and going through the Urals, my sanity pretty much gone. Alright, so it's time for me to go violate Spain, and then after that send the rest of my troops onto this front, and go liberate Transylvania and the rest of Hungary. Look at how many Russians I'm shooting down right now. Every single bullet matters. How much Soviets have I killed? Alright, so solid. So I've killed 50,000 Soviet men that have tried to enter my glorious nation. I'm also not going to retreat my troops out of Karpataloja because there's like a really crappy supply over there. Plus it also overextends my front line a little bit more, and that's not really fun. Oh my god, I have divisions that are trained. So I'm just going to put them to defend this area only. So just have them defend this area. Cool. Under Vilmos. Cool. What's happening in Spain? And we're absolutely taking out the French in Spain. Alright, so speaking of the tactical situation, we are absolutely destroying Soviet forces in, of course, Romania or Hungary. Plus, I also gotta defend every single piece of land that we have, and we cannot defend that all. So I just keep them chilling here. Wait, don't I have fortifications somewhere in Tisantu? Oh, I know. Oh yes, because I never built a damn fort. I just gotta keep reinforcing areas and hopefully get rid of España. I'm also not going to research the Marines, since in order if I want to break through Denmark, I'm going to need some Marines. And I can't believe we're at war with both Yugoslavias, bro. How? We're literally at war with both Yugoslavias. I guess that's something. Germany, stop declaring wars. You cannot sustain it. Why do you keep declaring wars? Bro, I can't help the Germans with everything if they're so even. And they're like, I gotta declare war. Alright, so Spain's in the Italian faction. So let's get rid of Spain and then I can do something with Italy. Alright, time for it to now encircle Barcelona, and now Barcelona has been encircled. Amazing. And we are shooting down a lot of Soviet troops that are trying to kill our Hungarian nation. And just, why are we at war with Poland? Kurva mać, bro. Germany. Bro, I swear to god, this AI is so retarded. This AI is mad retarded. Because now I can't even defend Slovakia anymore just because Germany decided to declare another stupid war. Stop declaring wars, you retarded AI. Because right now I'm trying to win in Spain and you're still like, oh, you're about to kill my own ally. Alright, time to now strengthen the Tirani Vadashok so then I can get some extra recruitable pop. Alright, time to now retreat my troops out of Karpataloja. Since it's not worth it. It's not worth fighting in Karpataloja. It's just not it. So just slowly retreat out of Karpataloja. Bro, for some reason I still cannot defend against Poland because I have a stupid Spanish campaign going. I'm tapping to now go massacre some French troops. Massacre all of them. And you know what? I'm gonna pull all my troops out and then go send them into Poland or Denmark. Actually into Denmark, because if I can get rid of Denmark, that's gonna feel so good to get rid of one faction entirely. So I want to get rid of the Nordic Cooperation Alliance, and then after that we can push the Comintern or the stupid pizza faction. I just gotta massacre some more French divisions. Oh great, and now I'm about to get pulverized in Poland. So you know what, I'm gonna send these 16 divisions to Slovakia. Just send them to Slovakia. Since I don't think I'm gonna be able to defend it on my own. Just send them to Slovakia. Every single troop needs to be railroaded to Slovakia. I just need to cover up every single piece of land that I could cover. And thankfully Switzerland's about to capitulate, maybe? And no. And I am shooting down more Russian troops by the minute. Soviet, Danish, Polish pact. What the hell do you mean by that? Alright, how much Soviets have I killed? So I've killed 180,000 Russians. That's something, I guess. Alright, time to now send my troops to go after Denmark. Because if I can get rid of Denmark, I can send the entirety of my military to go wreck Italy and, of course, Russian faction. Or, of course, the Comintern? Wait, is this still the Comintern or is there some goofy other name? Oh, I know, it's the Comintern against the Axis. Alright, so first I want to go take Sonderborg, and then immediately I'm going to assault Odense, and then I'm going to try to encircle some Danish troops. Alright, so good, so now I have one in Odense. I'm going to immediately start massacring those Belgians. And then after that, oh, get out of there. Yes, I can actually march into Copenhagen. Come on, march. Denmark's gone. Yes. Oh, God. That felt good. Alright, so speaking of the... Alright, so I want to puppet... Well, not really puppet, but I want to take some colonies in Dutch East Indies since they got a lot of resources. Oh, so I also want to take over puppet... Well, there's really nothing else for me to puppet, except I could probably contest the Germans somewhere inside of the Dutch East Indies. And now I'm done with this peace conference because I don't want it. Alright, so now I got some Indonesian colonies, which means I'm going to have a lot of resources on my hands. Alright, now it's time for frontline reorganization because this looks disgusting. So you want to send these... Well, should I march into Yugoslavia and then get rid of them and then get a foothold into Italy? Well, still, I gotta defend my own skin. Still gotta defend my own homeland before I do some other offensives. Alright, so finally, I have 6 divisions, and I'm gonna put them on even worse Yugoslavia. Come on, just keep marching. Defend the fronts. Alright, speaking of my spies, I'm gonna prepare a collab immediately. And then get some extra spies, and then I'm gonna put one in Romania, and then put one in Poland. So then I could increase my defense chances. Alright, now it's time for me to get the Tyrol Association. I'm thinking of pushing into Austria. Jesus Christ, you are incompetent. And now it's time for me to now punch the Yugoslavs out of Trieste and Ljubljana. I'm also not going to improve the entrenchment on my troops, just so I could actually defend better with less divisions. Finally, Germany's actually making a competent defense now. Alright, so Germany has a competent industry. France is now back up and running with their little industry and manpower reserves. Yes, thank God they're doing something in Spain. Well, I'm just trying to defend myself against the Russian onslaught. My God, and I'm shooting down a lot of Russian troops. I feel so bad for Soviet Russia, because sure, they still have some manpower, but the fact that I shot down like some of their, well, like not really manpower reserves, but just like their military in general is kind of crazy. Oh my God, finally Spain's about to get violated. Alright, so here's what I'm thinking of doing. So I'm going to put 17 divisions on a front line against Italy. Or actually over here in the Swiss area, because the Swiss area looks a bit more vulnerable. And then the rest of them will be defending less land inside of Hungary. Just the mainland Hungary plus a little bit of Silesia. Just so that the Russians don't really break through as quickly. And I'm pretty sure Germany should defend. But I feel like it's the fact that they got no divisions and way too many fronts. That's why they're not really holding off that well. But until I can get reinforcements, it's gotta be like this for now. Time for me to now get hold war games. And my first offensive in Italy is to reorganize. And then after that, I'm going to try to punch into Milano. Or should I punch here? Well, there is less troops. So, alright, so I'm going to send my troops into the east. Right here, because then I could actually go wreck Yugoslavia along with some of Italy's forces. Oh, look at that, and now Germany's about to break through Milano. Alright, so speaking of the current tactical situation, my entire military is redeploying, and Yugoslavia, well, the democratic one, it's not looking too good with Croatian uprising happening. And speaking of Italy is being annoying. Come on, just continue the mass assault on Milano, because if we can win in Milano, then that means we're going to have unlimited supply and a pretty nice advantage against the leaders. Come on, punch these light tanks out of here. Shove them out of here, come on. Yes, we have broken through Milano, except now I just need the railroad, and it's about to connect very soon. No, because then it connects here, and then it connects all the way up. So we should get supply. Wait, no, I just gotta wait for it to connect. Wait, to capital? Capital? Leads to capital. What do you mean? Wait, hold up. So, it's connected. Yo, what do you mean? What do you mean, brother? What? Oh, good, finally. So now the supply hub's up and running. And maybe I could try to do a little offensive, but France is not looking too good. Nation Française is not looking too good. And right now I am shooting down a lot of Russians as this glorious Horthyist state. Come on, Frenchies, hold down these damned pizza eaters. I also really want to do an offensive into Brescia. And then after that, I'm going to try to encircle a couple of divisions here. Come on, just defend. Wait, and if I can cut off the entire northeastern flank of Italy, that's going to be amazing. I'm also not going to concentrate my industry again, because I'm going to need a lot of guns. A lot of rifles, mans. So I'm also going to trade for some steel with some Swedes, get my production up and running, maybe put some production on anti-air. They just keep reinforcing. Ooh, but I can definitely try to split off northwestern Italy. No, but it's a river line, it won't work. I don't know, look at that. I just keep defending against the Russian state. Ooh, I see a breakthrough right here. I'll just send a couple of troops just to help punch, and then after that we can encircle around 4 Italian divisions. Seems valid enough. Come on, so just punch. Brute force their asses. Now kill all of them. Alright, now we're officially out at war with the Canada Popular State. Who is you? Oh, wait. Oh, it's another part of the commentary. Okay, that's something. And Spain is getting violated. That's nice. And plus I'm also trying to kill some Italian encircled divisions by just hitting them. Ooh, they're doing a nice offensive into Russia. Oh my god, and now they're on the outskirts of Berlin. But at least I got some nice advances into Spain. It's just, I need more troops. Wait, so if there's 3 light tanks here, can't I break through these guys if I just, nah, I'm not. But since most of my troops are, well, like, not really, so I can like send my entire military to northeastern Italy, and then after that just punch and brute force them over there. Oh great, and now the Polish-Russian forces just keep assaulting our glorious state. Come on, Germany. Oh my god. Looks like it might be possible. I might be able to cut off Western Poland from the entirety of the from the entirety of the Soviet Union. Alright, and I've taken Krakow. Now march. I'm also not gonna try to take Katowice. Get the Polish steel reserves out of the way. And then after that, I'm gonna try to brute force Ostrov. Come on, just keep punching them. Because all I just really gotta do is just exploit their gaps, and then they'll just crumble to you. Oh my god, but look at this Polish offensive. This is crazy. Alright, speaking of Italy, or Pizza Land, or speaking of Pizza Land, I'm gonna brute force these troops right. Ooh, I got Marines now. So first, I'm just gonna add a couple of Marines. Alright, so this is just gonna be like your average. Oh, wait, so who's still in the Denmark faction? Oh, because they capitulated. Wait, I can't close it. Why? Leave. Whatever. Alright, so time to now brute force the Italians in one tile, and then after that just... Ooh, I can encircle Venezia. That has a crap ton of divisions. Come on, keep it pushing, guys. Keep it pushing. Halt the advances here. Come on, go. Yes. And then after that, I'm going to send these divisions going here. Force attack. Just brute force them out of the tile. Send another division to reinforce. We have finally encircled Venezia. Alright, now it's time to now brute force the Italians out of Venezia. That's going to be crazy if we can complete that. Alright. Wow. Jesus Christ. Look at Poland, bro. Germany just made a little bit of a brute force offensive while I just have Venezia completely encircled. I'm also not going to massacre the troops in northeastern Italy. And then after that, I'm going to advance towards Ferrara. Alright, so now just go march. This is now basically the end of Italy now. I just need to keep exploiting their gaps. Alright, now look at that. Time to now get rid of a couple of Italian divisions, severely weaken them, and hopefully get rid of fake Yugoslavia, or dumb Yugoslavians. Alright, I'm gonna try to brute force Russia out of this tile. I'm just gonna... You can't. It's... Bro, it's a 3 against 5. How am I gonna win a 3 against 5? Just tell me. I'm also not gonna try to punch into Yugoslavia and get rid of them in Trieste, I'm pretty sure. Ooh, hold up, let me just do a little spearhead. Come on, go do a little spearhead. Just do a little spearhead. Wait, who's in our faction now? Ooh, wait, so not the East India Company. Yes, Afghanistan. Alright, so I'm going to reestablish Drongios Garda because that's gonna give me a couple of more divisions to actually root for. Oh, damn it, Germany, what the hell? Oh no. They have taken Berlin, but I'm just about to encircle the entirety of the Russian army. Holy crap. Just look at this campaign. I love it. Come on. Liberate Germania. Come on. Oh my god. And Nation Française is really cooking everyone right now. Alright, so I'm going to try to go... Verona looks pretty open. And plus I can also take Parma. So... Alright, so time to now go take Parma. And then after that, I'm going to try to encircle the entirety of northwestern Italy. Or the Italian. Wait, I'm going to see if I can break them. Invasions of holy crap. No way, come on. Yeah! Yes! Come on, so now I just need the divisions. Oh god damn it. I was so close, but yet so far right now. And I'm at 20 defend. Come on. Come on, man. I believe in you. Come on. No, god damn you. Yes! Jesus Christ. And we have encircled the entirety of the West. I just wish Germany had more divisions. I just wish, man. I just wish. Whatever. And did I reach now punch into southern Italy? Oh, I'm so happy that France is on the outskirts of Madrid. Oh, god damn it, I couldn't complete it, but I'm close. I'm just one tile away from brute forcing the literal out of them. But how about I focus smaller encirclements? Actually, not really. Italy, I see an encirclement. Well, not really, but it's close. So what if I do this? And maybe add a couple of more divisions, just to keep assaulting. Look at that, just break them. And now we are officially at war with the East India Company. Alright, time to now get rid of those encircled divisions, punch these divisions out of Verona. Time to now do this offensive, just attack that. Oh crap, not that one, just the one in Italy. Look at that, so now we got the Hungarian offensive into Italy. Amazing. Now kill all of these pizza eaters. Ooh, and I can now march to Ancona. It's time for me to now just keep improving the industry. Because the industry is what's gonna keep this glorious Hungarian state alive. Look at that, and another Italian wipeout, and now at this point it's just going to be the end of the weaker Italian Republic. Oh, now look at that, Croatia has been making some nice gains. Nation Française is absolutely raping Spain, and I'm about to take Łódź. Alright, time to now brute force the Russians out of one more tile, just one more, guys, one more. This is going to be the end of... Oh my god, this might be the end of Russia. Yes, good. Alright, now we have completely encircled Western Russia. Alright, so time for me to now tighten on this encirclement. Tighten on it. Even in the east too. And time for me to now go retake Hungarian rightful lands. And what's amazing is that I'm doing this with infantry and not really any tanks. Nice job, Nation Francais. Oh, now look at that. I have now marched into southern and central Italy now. And Poland's getting split completely in half like a cake. This is amazing. And now Germany's about to retake their own lands instead of just Hungarian elite forces trying to liberate Germany. And now Berlin has been retaken. Look at that. Hungary reestablishing their dominance over the continent. Amazing. Time to now get rid of Italy. Oh, look at that. And now we split them again. So I'm going to put a couple divisions here. Do offenses to get rid of Italy. And then after that, just wipe out this Polish Republic. Alright, time to now get rid of some troops in Königsberg. Shoot them all down. Alright, time to now bolster the Order of Vitez. Wait, so is that first collab done that I just did? So it's going, but 21st of January, so in a couple days. In just a couple days, we'll be finished. And now look at that. Another Polish-Russian encirclement. Time to now punch into Stralsund. I don't know, get me some better computing. I don't know, because I need research speed. And Italy's about to be dead pretty much soon. And Russia's Russian Poland's getting wiped out now. Oh my god, so now look at that. Gomułka's regime completely wiped out by Horthy. Look at that. Because if I can capitulate Poland and Italy, that's pretty much gonna be the end of all of these wars now, since Italy's about to die. Poland got its entire army encircled in one go. Alright, so now just keep punching Poland out of Poland. Look at that, and now we got rid of some more Russian divisions. And now at least Germany's back. Germany's actually being competent. Germany's finally being competent for Horthy. Alright, so I'm gonna try to punch the Italians out of Rome. And then after that, I'm gonna march into Taranto. And then I'm going to get better engineers. So look at this competency of Hungarian forces. Just absolutely just destroying the Comintern's army. Along with the German, they're now looking much stronger. Oh my god, and look at that. A Soviet liberation offensive that's immediately getting repelled. Look at that. The Polish state getting absolutely wiped out in Gdańsk, and of course in Pomerania. Look at that. Nice encirclement. It's solid. It's nothing crazy, but it's solid. Yes, and now Poland has capitulated. And now begins the road to freedom. Or begins the road to Russia. Let's put it like that. And now the first collab is done. That's amazing. Which means that I'll decrease Russia's surrender limit, I hope. Let's see how much. And Spain's a major of the Italian Confederation? Oh, it's because they capitulated. So they're part of the Free States of Europe. Who's going to capitulate? And then the Italian Confederation is led by Spain. So, really still 20%. So, I just have to now send these guys back into Russia to do a second collab. Look at that. Russian encirclements. Isn't this just nice? I'm also not just going to drop an offensive into Russia and just punch them out at this point. It is now the end of the Comintern. With every single encirclement and every single punch, the Comintern grows weaker and weaker by the day by Horthy and Hitler's excellence. It's time to now punch into Lithuania and improve my generals because they're actually very competent now. Just look at them. They have very nice fighting skills. I don't know, there goes Spain. I might as well take their ships, honestly. So just take their ships because I'm gonna need a nice navy. Pass? Yeah, so now I can take Karanias. Well, look at that. And another Russian encirclement. I feel so bad for Stalin. His entire military is just getting encircled. Left and right. This time in Lithuania. Another encirclement is happening in Poland with a couple of divisions dead. Just look at Poland. Or the Soviet forces just getting wrecked by Horthy and Germany. And it's time to now kill some encircled troops in Palanga. Get rid of some troops in Italy. Punch through and go take Sicily. Alright, now look at that. 7 Russian divisions wiped off the map. It's time for me to now send my army and extend it like this. And I'll send them punching the Russians out of Russia and out of Romania and pretty much everybody. Now it is time for me to expand the lignite industry so that I could get some more factories. Alright, now Italy's about to fall, and now we're finally marching into the Russian state. Or, of course, the Soviet Union. Oh, and I actually cannot believe that Japan is in this war. I literally cannot believe that. Japan's literally in this war. Japan, nice job, Hirohito. Alright, time to now march into Messi. Come on, march. Kill them all. Speaking of Germany, they're doing pretty well. God damn it. Wait, speaking of my spy network, how good is it? Oh, it's decent. But at this point, the Russians got no divisions now. After when we just destroyed their entire army in Poland. See, look at that. So 95 to 187 divisions. Look at that. So we just literally destroyed their entire army in Poland, and now it's the end. Alright, Italy's gone, and now we have a bit more peace score. So I'm going to try to set up an Italian puppet somewhere in the south or in the central areas of Italy. Maybe I can also try to puppet Greece. So just an Attica and Creta. Maybe even the East India Company, since they're gonna be kind of useful. Screw you, Russia. We're gonna take all your crap anyway. I'm just gonna set up resource rights inside of Lazio and Campania. Alright, good. And speaking of the Navy, ooh, huge Navy. I'm taking everything. Alright, now I'm officially done. Oh, look at that. Now I got better than Shent Istvan. Oh, look at that, because now I have Horthy as a naval commander. Ooh, look at my Navy. Where the hell? Oh, so it's docked all the way in Indonesia. Ooh, that's a competent Navy. That looks like something nice. So it's like Italy and some other fleets, of course. And look at that. And now I got some nice, what's it called? East Indian companies, peoples. Alright, now it's time for me to go destroy Russia. And then after that, just call this campaign ended. And I also now got a Hungarian Greece. That sounds solid. Alright, so now there goes Russia. Every single tile marched is one more ended, well, let's say reign of Russia. I'm also going to try to get rid of Yugoslavia because they got a lot of troops. I'm just going to say it, a lot of troops. Plus, we got some people marching into... Oh my god! Alright, so honestly, Yugoslavia might become a problem, but at least Europe has been cleared up a little. Alright, so now we at least made it a bit more Axis colored instead of Comintern. And now at this point, we could just kill the Comintern, kill Croatia. Well, Croatia's gone, so I'm pretty sure I should be able to take away their land. And if I can't, I'll still call it a Greater Hungary. I honestly believe that we have achieved Horthy's ambitions, honestly, of a Greater Hungary. Look at this. Romania getting destroyed 1941, and we're about to go destroy Russia and Romania as the Great Hungarian State. Alright, now I made a nice little spearhead into Romania. Now, kill all of them. Alright, so now we have Romania and Yugoslavia completely encircled, so now let's go get rid of those allies of the Comintern. Oh, look at that. So now we're actually very close to approaching Moscow, and I'm also now going to try to encircle a couple bit more Comintern divisions. Ooh, Bucharest. I like to get me a Bucharest. Go. And now Romania is gone. Time for it to now get rid of an Iranian division. Get rid of some Soviet divisions, of course. Now it is time for me to, I don't know, get some Hungarian tradition going. I don't know. And I think I should continue my offensive into Yugoslavia. And then these guys do the same. So just now do an offensive into Yugoslavia. Alright, look at that. Alright, and now the fall of Leningrad just happened. Time for me to now redraw the front line. And then after that, march into the Turkic lands and the Urals. Oh, now look at that. The end of Stalin's regime. It is now the end. Plus Yugoslavia is starting to fall now with every single area taken. I just have it to now about time for me to now go take Rijeka, go take some more Yugoslav land down here, and then of course march into the mainland Soviet Union. Oh great, and now I have to put my troops more on Hungarian lands now. Punch. Look at that, and now Moscow's free. Alright, how much division does Russia have now? So 110 to 150, so still not enough. And I don't even think Russia has the industry anymore. So now at this point they have the same industry as me, Horthy. See Russia, so this is what you get for attacking my allies. Just full Hungarian annihilation. Alright, and now look at this, the end of Stalin. Oh, look at that! And now we are on the outskirts of Volgograd. And of course Yugoslavia is getting killed, like just look at them. Their entire incompetent military gone. Their industry gone. Oh my god, and I don't think Voroshilov is looking that stable anymore. Alright, and I also have killed 786,000 Russians. That is definitely something. And plus, Afghanistan, or Germany, is here now. Marching into the Turkic lands, doing a little bit of a campaign. Bro, what is happening in Romania? Full-on assault. Oh, but at least we have Belgrade encircled. And now there goes Belgrade. Belgrade has been taken. Bro, I'm just hoping that I can take over Russia before they could take me over in Hungary. Canada's also a major? Are you serious? So you told me that we have to fight Canada, but Canada's not that bad. They don't even have an army. Canada, they have a small army. They got absolutely nothing. Where's the German troops at? Stop trying to defend your damn coastline and send your military into Romania. Time for me to now do an offensive into Baku and Iran. Alright, now Germany is killing everyone. I'm literally destroying Voroshilov's regime. And now life is good. And I'm also now doing a foothold into Karelia now. Just a little foothold into Karelia. Alright, time for me to now go take Yerevan. And then after that, go take Ganja. Oh my god, one light tank on Kazan. One. And it's just one light tank. Brute force them out of there. And now the Caucasus has been briefly taken over. I'm now going to just march. Take every single piece of land away from them. Look at that. Hungary is more chunky. Alright, Soviet Union's gone. They're just gone. And there they go, they're gone. Amazing. So time for me to now send my troops into Canada? Yes, because Canada's looking like a little bit of a mental disaster. Oh, it's because all my troops are being sent to Romania. Oh, I know, it's just because they're being settled down here and whatever. And plus also down here, clear that front line. Good? No, still some more crappy front lines. Oh, that looks a bit more reasonable. Alright, so I'm gonna send 20 divisions to Canada, and then the rest of them to go clear out some Romanian garbage. And look at that, and my little Hungarian empire just stretches through the Turkic lands. That's something. And now I have officially no manpower, so time for me to now expand conscription. Time for me to now begin my offensive into Romania and Yugoslavia. Go. Kill them all! Alright, and now Mongolia has capitulated, and right now my troops are being sent to Britain or Canada, since Canada's pretty much the only one. Wait, can I naval invade? Let's just see, guys. Ooh, now that looks fun. Alright, so now let's do some naval invasion. Since I now have a navy, I can now naval invade some random areas now. Just because I am not taking stupid long, just so I could kill Canada. Because, like, I just want this to be a quick war, just done, and then after that, just chill. Alright, everything now, go kill some more Russian troops. There they go, they're dead. Amazing. And of course, Romania's dying. Just look at them. The Socialist Republic of Romania is dead. Alright, speaking of my war participation, only 34%? Why? It's so low. Well, oh my god, so I actually received 5,000 peace score from the low participation countries. I guess that's something? I guess? Well, does Croatia have some participation? Yes, Croatia. 5th Portuguese Empire. Look at that, so now, so look at that, so now I got a 5th Portuguese Empire with a couple of manpower and industry. But definitely it's better than Horthy. No, it's actually not better than Horthy. Horthy's better. Alright, do we have naval supremacy? Yes, we do. It's just literally barely. Where's my troops? There's a port. What do you mean unable to find valid path to target? Oh, it's... Wait, why? Oh, it's because I don't got convoys. Alright, make me some convoys, guys. Since I have literally no convoys. And I'm also gonna go buy some convoys. Yes, buy everything. Oh. Alright, so I think that should be good. Should be all in one shipment. And, alright, so in 4 deliveries, I should get my glorious convoys.
Peace.
Alright, and now Romania is just gone. Bye-bye, Romania. Your entire military is nothing but a joke. And Norway is... So they're a monarchy. That's something.
Peace.
Really? So now I gotta send my own navy over there. My own fat 9 firepower and then 37 screens. So, alright, so now sail them with Horthy as the admiral. Alright, now Romania has capitulated again. Just because I had to retake their capital and they basically uncapitulated themselves. So time for me to now get rid of some more Iranian forces. Alright, time for me to now put my guys on task. On strike force and just hope I have enough convoys. Alright, so now look at that. So now I got 70 convoys to send my glorious military across the water. I'm also not going to commence my offensive through Canada since Canada is going to be the next one dead according to Nicholas Horthy. Alright, it's time for me to now actually commence my naval invasion. Alright, it's time for me to now perform the Gyorsads test, whatever that means, and I can probably initiate some programs now. Alright, and now I've successfully landed in Canada. I'm not gonna start marching east, and now look at that. I am right by Montreal. So time for me to now send my military, my glorious crappy ass military, to Canada for the last push. And then after that, it's all gonna be the end of the Comintern once and for all.
Peace.
Oh my god, and now I can go take Ottawa. And then after that, I'm gonna go send my troops into Toronto, go take Halifax, and then after that, just keep marching into eastern Canada. I'm also not gonna take these across the island, or across the water states. And now finally, my allies are sending me troops, and now this means that it's getting closer to the end of Canada. And now we're at war with Sweden, who's probably a major. They are. Of course. So really, why'd you have to go declare war on the Baltics, Germany? For the love of God, come on, man. You're just making my life more annoying at this point. Alright, I'm also not gonna send my troops going through here and just hope my troops got enough, I don't know, convoys to go. And they do! Oh no, Romania's probably taken my entire country. They are close, but at least I got some divisions here. Just to actually go destroy Romania once more. I'm just causing Romanian torture just using my divisions. Just straight up Romanian torture. Oh my god, just look at all these troops being sent to Canada. Canada oh my god, and now imperialist Canada has now crippled the Canada popular state now. Nice job, imperialists. Oh my god, and now look at that. Alright, now look at that. They're about to capitulate. It's just, I gotta commence my offensive further and actually go wipe out the rest of communist Canada. Come on, Canada, surrender. Your state is gone. It is dead and buried. It is gone. Bro, just accept the inevitable. Your country's dead. Your country's no longer a country. It's just a communist workers piece of crap. Alright, time for me to now send the rest of my troops and have them march into Vancouver. Finally, Canada has capitulated. Like, I just realized that they capitulated, except that I never got an event. And Sweden's about to be dead, and for some reason they got called into the war. Don't even ask. I don't even know how. So I guess we're just gonna send our last troops over there and call this war a day. Except Estonia's putting up a nice resistance. Oh my god, I think it's now gonna be the end of Sweden. It's the end. Who's the leader? Oh yes, Gustav Bag. Oh, look at that. So time for now Bag's Ration Bag. Come on, Bag. Surrender and you shall be spared. Wow. And 0 or less? What kind of a surrender limit do you got? Damn, bro. Your surrender limit's good, so I gotta take your entire stupid-ass country. Alright then, I'm gonna take every single tile at once and make it really painful for these Swedish meatball eaters.
Indulásra kész. Parancsok, utasítások. Készen állok. Parancsok.
I think Sweden's dead. What? And they're gone. Fine. Dead. Oh, I can take Dalmatia. And Bosnia. Yeah, so how about I do that for a second? And alright, and now this is gonna involve a lot of puppeting. So first I'm gonna puppet Romania, puppet Poland, definitely Poland, because Poland is my brothers and I want to have them be gone of communists. So let's just do that for a second. So let's just liberate a little bit of our allies. After that, I'm gonna satellite a Ukrainian state, a Ukrainian republic, satellite Kazakhstan, satellite Azerbaijan, because right now I want to make, let's say, a lot of, I don't know, a lot of vassal states. And it's time for me to now make a huge Russian puppet. Alright, I'm also not going to take everybody's navy, so Marat, Swedish Navy, Polish Navy, Estonian, Romanian, Canadian, Chilean, Guatemalan, Mexican, and Spanish, all under my Hungarian control. Oh my god. Alright, so now let's see what this peace deal will come out to. I think it's going to be absolutely disgusting. Let's see. And alright, so we got a nice little Ukrainian Hetmanate, Hungarian Romania, Hungarian Poland. And we of course have Horthy's ambitions restored, except for some stupid Croatia. But I'm going to say that the video is done. I'm going to say that I have achieved Horthy's ambitions, even though I haven't even taken the state of Croatia. But I'm not fighting the Axis just for some one random state, because I actually have a life. So subscribe if you want to see any more glorious content like this, and see you all next time. And thanks so much for watching.